Hi everybody, sorry I've been kind of MIA. The end of the quarter just kind of kicked my butt and then I was preparing to go out of the country. I just got back from London last night. You can see my suitcase. And that's actually what really inspired me to do this video. So I've been getting a lot of requests to make a video about what you can do with a comm major. I went on a trip to London with Northwestern and it gave me a lot of ideas about what you can do with a comm major. So I was in London for 1 week and I visited so many different companies. I visited LinkedIn, Zenith Media, I visited a casting company, we spoke with an alum who now runs his own theater in London. So I talked to a mass array of people, a wide range of different professions. What struck me the most was the diversity of the jobs that we saw. At Zenith Media, we spoke with a planning director and he actually does planning for his clients for advertising and marketing, which is super cool. And we just spoke with a lot of people, interns, HR people. We also visited Deloitte, which is a huge consulting firm, and talked to 2 of their members of their new digital strategy team. From that trip and from speaking with so many different people, I realized that you can really do anything that you want with a comm major. A common theme across the advice was that just because you start somewhere doesn't mean that that's where you're going to end up. So you can do a lot of things with a comm major. My favorite one that I saw was the planning director, and he showed us how he uses data and real people, data that they collect from real people in real human interviews. They do jobs to be done interviews, which is a style of interviewing where you go through all of the processes that someone takes before actually purchasing something, and you do that to find out the motivations that they have for buying your product. And the project that he presented to us was a project that he did for Mercedes, and it was super cool. And from that data, his job is to figure out, well, what are the next steps? How do we reach this person? How do we make these processes easier for them? How do we make it more enticing? But then again, we talked to consultants, we talked to theater directors, we talked to casting directors. So really, you can do anything you want with a comm major. Anything in the world of media or digital is honestly up to you. Like, the world is your oyster, really. I forgot, but someone at one of the companies said that you have to pick the skills that you love exercising the most and then make a career out of that. Don't feel like communications is something that you would do just because you can't figure out what you want to do. It's something that is so broad that you are free to feel inspired by its individual aspects, and you can use those to do whatever you want in the world. I was just telling someone this morning that your major doesn't define your career. We live in a generation where you're going to have multiple careers. It's no longer that one and done, oh, I'm going to be at this company for 20 years. Some people find that, but most people switch so much and their titles will switch so much. And I think it's really important to make your education as dynamic as possible, and communications is a great platform to do so. You can do a lot with a communications major, so don't listen to anyone who tells you otherwise. Don't listen to anyone who tells you that's a dead end. Don't listen to anyone that tells you it's a cop-out, because I just spoke with many, many, many professionals and they are all super successful with the communications degree. It's hard to figure out what I want to say because I don't want to say you can do anything because that's so cliche and broad. Oh, okay, what I want to say is that the communications degree and your major in college does not define you. And what you can do with a communications degree in the industry is so broad and so vast, but that applies to any major now. And I just encourage you to find the skills that you enjoy exercising, find out how to best use those skills, and then go out in the world and find your place. But as of now, if you're still in school, all you can do is grind and try to find your passion and try to make connections. So that's my advice, what to do with the comm major. Let me know if it was helpful. If it wasn't, I can always make another one. Leave comments below. All right, bye guys.